Welcome, friends, families, competitors, people who like me or hate me or despise me, or I like to think I have haters and followers. I don't know. It's called The Transmission, a story about my first time fixing a transmission. Try to sound like a motivational speaker. Try to fill my head with good stuff. I think it makes a difference. The Bible, the Word of God, Joel Osteen, who's that? Anthony Robbins. My brain is thawing. Every good story starts with trials and tragedy, I think. It starts with pain and suffering, and I think it's the hard times that define you. It's the difficult moments when you have to decide what you're going to do that make you who you are. One time long ago, my car broke down so many times I was living in a hotel. Don't blame the economy, don't blame the weather, there's plenty of work. I had a choice of sleeping in my car or spending the night for free with the lady of the night, and I slept in my car. Why? Because I don't want to have to explain anything to my son or to a judge, and I love my future wife enough to give her a clean cock, even if I don't know who she is just yet. Anyway, trucks breaking down excessively. I try to turn everything that goes wrong into an opportunity. I can't just have a flat tire. I have an opportunity to learn something about tires. I can't simply have a busted radiator. I learn about aluminum, different types of radiators. Learn about propane and MAP gas, and I failed a couple times at trying to fix it myself in the parking lot of a hotel last winter. Good news, I have a garage. Didn't get very far today and the truck broke down. Transmission. I'm going to be one of those guys who can fix anything. And if I can fix this transmission, if I can take it apart, then there's 100 trucks out there just like it that I could probably get for practically nothing. Doing it by myself is scary. What I've learned so far in this story, if you're going to work on your truck, if you're going to go underneath it, have it jacked up in several spots. Don't rely upon just the jack. Have several jacks stand in case one failed. My procedures are what saved my life 2 summers ago, but not by much. My truck fell and collapsed on top of me, and I screamed, and finally my neighbor Jenny came, tried to help, and then 911 showed up, and they pulled me out from underneath my truck. No, I don't like doing it myself. I'd like to delegate. I'd like to delegate delegating. But sometimes you just have to. And in those hard times, it's hard. Because sometimes you forget about everything everybody has done for you. Thank you to Officer Fields today for showing up and blocking the traffic until the tow truck company got there. Thank you to Progressive Insurance for dispatching somebody, and the guy headed over there from All Pro Towing and got there pretty quick. And thank you to my neighbors who helped me push my truck back in the garage. I can't let this defeat me as much as I just want to fucking break down and cry. But I do think these are the moments that define you. Do I wish I had my brother or my father here to be by my side throughout this process? Yeah, I do. Do I wish I just had a beautiful lady to make me a cup of coffee and kiss my boo-boos? And hell yeah, I do. I'm thankful for my friends who in the past who have helped. For my friend Gary, who's probably a little too far to head this way. To my friend Kevin, who drove me back and forth to the store. I'm thankful for one of my customers who did prepay because I used that money to buy tools. Some of those tools I will use today. They will make me more independent. One of those customers prepaid. I bought some jack stands. and a jack from Harbor Freight. One time, I bought a transmission jack. My mom, for some holiday last summer, gave me some money. I used that money to buy an engine lift, which I used the very next week to make several $100 ripping shrubs up out of the ground. By the way, where there's a will, there's a way. If you got to dig up shrubs, try an engine lift. It works. It works. It works great on Texas bushes, by the way. Transmission Bench is a guy on YouTube who has classes. Audiobooks, part of Amazon. I've got some 2 books for like free that you use to study for the ASE exam. I ain't gonna lie, I'm struggling hard to keep a positive attitude. And that's why I'm making it into a movie. Because in these moments when it's one thing after another, I think we all want to cuss. We all want to scream. We all want to fucking curse God and die. Yet I can't. I've come too far. I've been through too much. I won't give up. You know, when I was a kid, they make those puzzles, right? 100-piece puzzles. Ages 9 or 10 and up. I could do those when I was 9. I didn't really like to, but I could. And that's how I'm looking at this transmission. The good news is this time last year I was trying to do an engine. Doing an engine in a parking lot just doesn't work. I've got some tools in my truck, some tools in my room, some tools in my storage unit. No. So that's the beginning. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet. Would I love to see the community come together like on one of those TV shows, Trick My Truck or Pimp My Ride? Yeah, I would. I realize that ain't going to happen. Maybe I will. Maybe this will make me stronger. And if any part of this problem is not an accident, may God take the life of whoever's doing it. Because I've been homeless, and I've been through hell. And I'm trying to fucking stabilize my life. So may God himself condemn you to hell if any part of this problem is not something that is just a mechanical breakdown. Woe to you who would cause one of God's children to stumble. It'd be better for you to have a rope tied around your neck and thrown into a lake. Forgive me if I'm a little scared. If I am my own combat engineer. I've had enough problems. Hell yeah, I'm a little scared. But I will die before I quit. I will die before I give up. I love peace, love, warm, fuzzy moments. I could teach a class on relationship skills. I have. I've taught a class, a Bible study on the 5 love languages. I could teach the book Boundaries. I taught my dog Boundaries. Pretty impressive. In a perfect world, I would get things going. I would have there's my little electric fireplace and my nice mattress that my old landlord gave me when I went to pick some stuff up. He actually gave me another mattress when I picked some stuff up. Thankful to those who have helped. But I would like to invite those to come along. I've never looked up the word PTSD in the dictionary. Do I compare what I've been through to what Marines have been through? I've had shots fired at me. I have. Or close to me and around me. I've watched the SWAT teams surround my truck from a hotel room last winter. Maybe that ain't the right word. Maybe just completely freaking overwhelmed. There's several stories that I remember in my life. There's a word for this in psychology. David said, I remember when I had to fight the lion and the bear, and God is with me. This giant will be like one of them. I remember times when I've overcome obstacles and gotten through it. And those are what helps me get through the next obstacle. So I invite you to come along and be helpful in any way. I salted one parking lot today, and it looked like a special ed salting job. I get there and my spreader didn't even work. It was like, God damn it. Excuse my language. This is rated PG-13, by the way. I think Charlie one time at Southbrook said he'd rather hear an R-rated truth than a G-rated lie. And it's easy right now to curse your friends and the people that you used to go to church with. Or it's easy to remember the good words that they have said that have inspired you. Thank you to my customers who made me some nice quesadillas that were pretty damn good. I remember the story when Dave returned home from battle, King David, and he lost everything, and they wept. He fell down and he collapsed and he wept, and then when he was done, he got back up. And his army went after the other army. I think they got him and got everything back. So anyway, it's the beginning of the transmission.